Really need to get a new one.
Oh. So I thought you ate the mouse. They were.
Yes.
Your famous saying, I ate the mouse.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to more Trekyards fun, doing things involving Trek. Did you know, Stuart? I knew.
I've heard of Trek before. Yeah.
Yes. It's the one with the light cycles, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
gone a
that's
few
the one.
directions there. I thought, nah, you're always been Saber. No. Cycle. Hey, did you see Tron 4K announced? Both the original and Legacy?
I did not.
Anniversary steelbooks, fully remastered. Apparently, it's like properly remastered for the original, which of course was using, very old school effects, and they've really cleaned everything up from visual negatives as you do. So there's like, I've only seen a couple of stills. It was like we've got a thing called the BFI, British Film Institute. It's one of those like locations where you show off film things. I saw a couple of clips, and it was like, you know that shot from Tron that you thought was a blurry mess? Turns out he has words on his shirt. Yeah, like that sort of level of, oh wow, the film is removed because all the compositing has been redone from scratch, and it's quite fancy. So I'm excited for that because it'll be the best it's ever been by a margin. So yeah. Legacy not so much because
that's
that was
good.
already HD, as in it wasn't 4K'd. But yeah, no, I'm excited about that. I'm a big proponent of the 4Ks to preserve the legacy of film. Yes.
Indeed. Welcome back, guys. We're having side conversations, and I'm actually doing something else for a second, but I'm still here. Don't worry.
That's why I was partially vamping. You're welcome. Yeah, today we are doing Diverses. Now, are we saying any universe or just Trek?
I was wondering that when I put up the thumbnail.
Or do we limit non-Trek to PayPal only?
Ooh.
So you get actual power, because what happens if you go PayPal, Stuart?
Well, you get 2 for 1. If you put in $5, you get 2 ships.
The full verses.
Yes, because PayPal is a big deal because it helps us out immensely because we don't get, scammed out of our money.
It occurred to me the other day, it might be twice taxed. It just occurred to me because we lose a percentage for getting it, and then we lose a percentage at the end of the month, just of the whole thing. Which hadn't even occurred to me. So it's not just what we think we lose; it's like significantly more.
Yes.
So seriously, guys, and as some of you do, some of you do. If you put a 10, for example, on PayPal, that's 4. So if you want to say 4 in the audience suggestion, then you literally unlock people's ability to pick randomly for double the value. So it's definitely worth PayPaling. Absolutely. Versus, yeah, ship versus. Obviously, I'm sure you noticed now I've got more ships ready because of the kit bash show. I can put the thumbnail because they all take a bit to convert. So no more ships, huzzah!
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So Trek only, $5 a ship with super chat. PayPal, you can use ships from any franchise, and it's 2 for 1. So $5 will get you 2 ships that you can battle.
Right?
It's a fantastic deal.
Yep, and we're gonna debate, discuss, theorize, and I mean, we have previously asked ChatGPT as well for their response. Do we add that as an add-on? An extra $1? What do we say? Because that can be quite fun.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea because the ChatGPT always comes up with kind of snarky responses as far as who would win, and it's hilarious every time. So, yes.
So yeah, $6 on either platform. You get a GPT as well.
There you go. Those are the rules.
Right, and this is very much on the fly. We're discussing this, so you're hearing the live breakthroughs. Yep. I'm gonna start showing.
Yeah.
Get flexible health insurance.
All right. So, guys, that tells me to tell you guys to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're notified. All that jazz. Do all the things you need to do to support the channel. As super chat in during these lives, as well as PayPal, if you're able to. You guys kind of make this show go and make us do what we do. So help us out if you can. I can't wait to see what you guys suggest. And yeah, there's a join button down there as well. You can join us here on YouTube. or head on over to Patreon/Trekyards as another way to support us on a monthly basis. We appreciate any and all of it, and anything you guys can do to help us out, we appreciate immensely. Even clicking the links down below. There are links down below in the description of every video for the Teespring and the TeePublic store. Some cool Trekyards merch as well as other merchandise as well. So check those out. Just clicking that link helps us immensely. Lots of ways. Just be part of the conversation. These viewers choice videos that we do, these lives where you get to pick what we rank or whatever, are immensely fun, and we really enjoy hearing what you guys come up with, because you come up with stuff that we normally wouldn't necessarily. So that's really fantastic. So yeah, do the things and be part of the conversation. You guys really want to be part of these lives, I think. Sorry, I am in the process of doing something, so I might seem a little distracted. I apologize for that. It will not last overly long, I hope. I just need to send some things off, and unfortunately now is the time I have to do that. So, just getting them all collected up here. Not that you guys need to know all this information, but I'm giving it to you anyways because I'm sitting here chatting with you guys. So, anyway, I think the person I'm sending these to is going to hate me. I'm sending a lot. But yeah. Anyway, he's back, everybody.
Hello. And for those that might say audio is low, I'm going to push us to the absolute max of both of our things. So we're now absolute max volume on OBS. So there you go. 100% volume. As loud as that goes. I mean, in theory, I could do the gain of my microphone, which does this. Am I loud or am I quiet? I have no idea. I mean, there you go. Is that good? I mean, you guys said we're quiet. Does that help, guys?
It all sounds good to me before we go into these lives, so I
you
don't
check every
understand.
time. Oh, look, I'm in the
I
deep
do.
red. Let me lower that because that seems ridiculous. How's that? Is that bad as Is that normal?
It sounds exactly the same to me. I'll check the live feed though, but
there you go. Very loud. Very loud. You're welcome,
yeah,
everybody. Versus, Stuart. I still love your pick of this Versus logo. Like whatever one you found, you nailed the vibe. That's exactly what. That's a good choice.
Yes.
Oh, and yeah. There's a PayPal account. How do you get through life without a PayPal account? I guess you kind of Cash App. No, what's the other one? Venmo, Vimo. No.
Yeah, it's Venmo, and I don't have that.
Yeah.
So
I guess it's the alternative, but I mean, it's not PayPal. I mean, I guess it's a bit weird to say, but who doesn't have PayPal? Because I feel like it's such a standard.
yeah,
I've had one since I was like 18, so I've had one for a long time now. But
we have a super chat.
Oh, okay, interesting.
From Olivia, $10. Sam, oh my God, Sam! I can't believe that we're watching the same live as Sam.
Well, I'm
also
here, but yeah.
Enterprise D versus Enterprise D, all good things. Future design. Ooh, that's a good one. Retro Badger's actually done that one.
Oh,
needless to say, the all good things.
Done?
Exactly. The all good things Enterprise is a little bit more powerful. Let's put it that way.
What makes you say that?
Improved weapons. Phaser Lance. The Phaser Lance hit. If you take that thing offline, it's not too. It's more of a conventional battle. But if the Phaser Lance gets a hit on you, you're toast.
If you get skewered by the lance.
You could say that, yes.
All right, let's get in the images. Now, just for the sake of interest, additional, let's quantify this as also being, as she expresses, the actual Enterprise D and the actual Galaxy X. So Picard versus future Riker. As much as that might change the outcome.
So you're taking into account the captains as well?
Yes, in this particular case. Because, yes, it's a slightly more powerful ship. So there you go. Take that into account as well. We'll do a poll as well.
Okay. Yeah, do the poll. Do we have this up on slides? I haven't even checked yet. God damn it.
Press that button. Bam! There you go. It's a Mark Bell picture and a shot from the show. Okay, who in Galaxy? Well, Galaxy.
There we are. Yeah, so I mean, power is a little bit more substantial because of the not if the extra warp missile actually gives you more power. I think it's just more for speed as far as yeah, I don't know. Weapons though have been upgraded. There's more phaser strips. I believe there's some on the top of the engines as well on the Galaxy X, and they're a little bit more powerful because they're kind of the next generation, pardon the pun, of phasers. So honestly, and it's Admiral Riker. He's worked with Picard. He, stayed on the Enterprise far too long to kind of milk that a little bit. So
No
he's
one else
going
gets
to.
my seat. It's my seat.
I think Riker's got this one in the bag, even though he's an older man. We're assuming this is Prime Picard and the other ship, like a time travel incident has occurred.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, it's the Galaxy X. I don't think there's a real competition here. Again, if you can get the phaser lance offline,
nice one, Ray. Who sent a PayPal? It's a good shout.
nice. If you can get the phaser lance offline, I think you got more of a chance. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Galaxy X because I don't know if Riker's tactics are better necessarily,
Well,
but
that alone. Picard is a better commanding officer in general.
uh,
I was like, do I believe that as I'm saying it? Yeah, kind of not.
he's a diplomat. He's not really. I think Riker's more of a man of action. Would be more involved in the fight.
Yeah.
Than just kind of letting his officers do the things. So
and
that's
he'll fight to the tune of jazz, and it'll be all over the place, yet with rhythm, yet with So I feel like if you're being as literal as I expressed, because I think that's an interesting way of framing it, I feel like Picard could outthink Riker, but Riker would have a hard time outthinking Picard. Because Picard's a slightly smarter man, and Riker's more impulsive. These are not bad things, it's just variables. So I feel like Picard would be able to... Because, Picard also sort of brought up Riker in a sense. It's like your dad knows you better than you know yourself sometimes. Sometimes, right? Because he's seen you grow up and evolve. So straight fight... Is there some play kind of like the Picard maneuver that Picard could do? Not literally. Because like you say, Phase Lance, if you can undo that, then it's about strategy. That said, even take the Phase Lance out, we always forget there's small but excessively additive torpedoes on the top of the bridge module for some reason. So I think there's 3 tubes up there. So it's plus 3 torpedoes. And if the thing can just keep firing forward... every weapon is going to make a difference here, not even just the lance. So it's pretty additive, right?
But are those plus 3 torpedoes? Do they all have full spread like launchers, or is that just the main launcher that does the full spread?
Is there a difference?
I don't know.
I don't know. Why would you not design every launcher with full spread? Except ones that only have so much magazine capacity. Because that'd be crazy if you had 4 full spread torpedo launchers. I also, for whatever reason, my head goes to Picard would use source separation and it'd be useful. Because Galaxy X, we know it doesn't really do that because the split line of the cannon, you have to disconnect one to the other. So there'd be something you could do there, probably. But again, that's like slightly, drawing for straws.
Yeah.
Could you dodge the beam lance, do you think?
If it has an indication that it's building up, maybe.
Because it's just straight, so it could not. Certainly, if it moves like in Picard season 3, just get Data at the helm.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, I think fair to say, Phaser Lance wins. Congratulations, Livia! You have beaten your own self.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. That's a really tough one, honestly, because you can see an episode like that happening too.
I was thinking that, and they play some game to make it be
Yeah,
even that you don't know
yeah.
it. That's why I was trying to add other things. All right, but read out the results of the poll, 'cause I did manage to do a poll for that.
Who wins? Galaxy X or Enterprise D? Riker versus Picard. Galaxy X wins with 57%.
Oh,
Galaxy class 43%.
okay, not quite a slam dunk. It's interesting. All right, do we
Yeah.
have a PayPal so you can read it out, my good man?
I'm gonna have to pull that up. Hold on a second.
This is a really interesting one as well, though. Good shout. As we said, PayPal, you can pick any alien ship, and that is a fun.
So we got Ray Ricks here,
Mhm.
and he says
Man, myth, and legend.
Mimbari Charlin class versus
Mhm.
the Sovereign.
Mhm. There you go.
Now you're gonna have to lead this one because
Okay.
I don't know much about the Babylon 5 ship. So
Real powerful.
perfect. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, it's also comparative. I mean, this thing is a top tier baddie. It's very much, I would say, equivalent to in the NX era. This a Vulcan Dakir, and it's like, hello, young people, we're the Dakir. Yeah, good luck trying to get through our shields, kind of vibe. It's like that level of higher.
Mm.
But how does that equate to Sovereign? I mean, Sovereign is incredibly capable of everything. I mean, is there any weaknesses? Not really. It's fast, maneuverable, powerful. But I mean, oh god. Ah! But every
Don't
single
die.
thank you. Every single one of those little fin things at the front, the actual protruding ones, are all like multi-fire laser cannons. But Sovereign's shields are really good. That's tricky because I feel like the and the scale. Oh my god. Well, from what you do know, what are you vibing? Oh, I should probably the poll, shouldn't
I think the Mimbari ship would probably win.
I?
It feels like it's like look at the size of the guns on it. I don't know how big the ship is overall compared to the Sovereign class. Does look like there's quite a few
You
decks
can
there,
kind of see the
but
window scale, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, but it looks like it's a super aggressive, probably highly maneuverable ship. I mean, we know the Sovereign is as well. It was designed for just that kind of thing for fighting. So
You know, it's kind of a
I
brick. It's like it's a
what the
proper.
Sovereign?
No, the Mimbari. So that's
We're
maneuverable.
talking about the Sovereign
Ah,
right now.
okay, sorry.
Yeah, the Sovereign's designed for dealing with the Borg, being maneuverable, being a battleship. Um, and now you just said the other things like a brick. So I don't know. It looks super maneuverable. Like I could see it in motion. Like it would look really good in motion. So I'm not
I
100%
mean,
sure.
it's meant to come in and be so powerful you're not gonna want to fight it. That's
Okay.
that's kind of the vibe they give off. So, but then also you tend to see them fighting shadow vessels where everything gets killed in one hit. So it's hard to kind of equate, right, comparative power levels. Ray, what do you think? I don't super chat, just put it in the normal chat. Ray, what, because you put this in, it's a really great idea. What do you think and
Yeah.
why? Because I'd love to, yeah.
Now, did he put these two against each other because
Mm-hmm.
they are quite comparable?
Oh, I'd love to know because it's a really strong, interesting conversation. I want to know what the vote is on this because like maneuverability is going to play a part, and you can take a lot of punishment. But phaser wise, I'd be shocked if the phasers can get through shields, but that could be the same for the Borg, right?
Yeah.
You can do a lot of, if it's a big target, it can unload a lot of torpedoes, a lot of damage, but is that enough to while you're taking hits? And you would think of all weapons, if the Mimbari targeted the quantum launcher specifically, how long could they last? Well, you know what I mean. Actually, being like the Scimitar just shot at them. If it shot at specific things more often, it could disable them quicker. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm kind of vibing. There's such a yeah.
Yeah, it would depend on systems as well. Like, are there redundancies on the Mimbari? Like, I know in like Bridge Commander,
That's a good point.
you can target specific areas like warp core, weapons, sensors.
Yeah.
So again, if it comes down to that kind of thing, like which has the most advanced sensors that it can actually pick off specific components of the other ship, not necessarily destroy it. Because once you take out sensors, they can't target lock you.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I know people saying fighters in the chat. I think that's a little bit unfair just because, right?
Well, there's lots of bunch of shuttles.
Yeah, because I would. I mean, the shields of a Type 11, I would think would outmatch the shields of a fighter from B5, and they got more varied weapons. But then if you're launching 100 fighters, it doesn't matter how many Type 11s you have. 4, 10, 80 fighters is going to win, right? There's that level of brutalist, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to read what Ray said, if he said anything?
He said, but also the Sharon has tons of fighters. Did he say anything else?
Yeah, just up above that.
Sovereign due to maneuverability.
Yeah, a bit. Oh man, depends on target lock. Like you sort of ignore the fact in Trek target lock's a thing because everyone always hits. And wouldn't it feel weird if you had a space battle where any ship try to fire phase and get missing because it's too quick? It would feel disingenuous, wouldn't it? At a certain point, like most hits have to hit, and occasional can miss, right?
Yeah.
See, I would argue the Charlene just keep pounce on it with constant fire, and Sovereign tries to move, but that's a really hard one because a Sovereign is a pack a punch. If you had like 2 Sovereigns or a Sovereign of Prometheus, now you're starting to add tactics in. But if you can concentrate fire, I don't know. What do you guys think? Vote now.
Or forever hold your votes.
Because
I don't
people
know.
are voting and they are saying a certain way.
And hit the like button, guys. We have 20 likes, 13
Yes.
of you here. If you haven't hit like yet, please hit that like button. And hopefully you guys can come up with some creative ones because this is a good one. So
Yeah.
thanks to Ray for this. That ship has terrible turning radius. Which one?
Oh, Charlene, yeah. It's a straight line, shoot, pew, pew sort of thing. And that's fine, right? Absolutely fine.
Gotcha.
What are we doing, gang? Matthew versus... where we debate and we listen to the chat and see... Sean, that's a good option. Defiant versus Star Destroyer. Put in a super chat or a PayPal and we'll talk about it. That is a fun option.
I think Retro Badger's done that too.
I said, what hasn't he done?
I know you did. Have you watched a lot of his stuff?
I've skimmed things that are like, whoa, because they're a little bit long for me. Not like long, but I'd love to see like a 1 minute best of visuals. I'd click on those more. I don't watch enough TV as it is, Stuart. And if I do, a lot of TV I watch is on this monitor. I'm looking at this monitor, so I'm listening. I don't watch a lot of content, just not like watch. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. Well, the votes are in. 12 votes. 83% say Sovereign.
Well, that's what Ray said too. So I think he kind of knew going into this what he wanted.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. I feel like that's not gonna be a fan film I do, but it's not a fan film I'm not gonna do.
Perfect.
All right. Next.
Oh, we got another Olivia one. $10. Danube class runabout versus the Delta Flyer.
Say good. Interesting idea.
It is.
What band?
I think just off the top, I think the Delta Flyer would probably come out on top.
But it's only a shuttle, Stuart, and everyone says Delta Flyer. No, that's not shuttles. So shut up, Trekyards.
What's not a shuttle? The auxiliary craft.
Remember from the early years?
I do.
Still sore about
that. I can tell.
All right, I'm going to do the poll as well because that's a lot of things I've got to be co-doing at this point. So
yeah, I gotta say that I think the Delta Flyer would come out on top. It was designed specifically to deal with unknown threats. It's got Borg technology. It's got Tom Paris and Tuvok and 709 designing it, and it looks fast. It's super maneuverable. It's got micro torpedo launchers, but then again, I think so does the Runabout. The Runabout is more of an, I want to say more of an all-around type ship. Larger, not by much, but larger. Actually, I don't know the measurements for each one. I think the Delta Flyer might be like three, 2/3 of the length of the
Well,
Runabout.
think about cockpit, right?
Yeah, but they both have big rear volume, right? So, um, for me, it feels like the Runabout is the older tech, the older design, the old like the old man in this fight. The Delta Flyer is the new young up and comer punchy one. Um, so I think the I don't know what exactly the Borg tech would have an advantage wise, but it's cool and it's green. It's just green.
I didn't even have to make
So
the joke. He made it for me.
the tactile controls of the Delta Flyer might give somebody like Tom Paris a very big advantage as well, as opposed to just touch screens for maneuvering a starship. I would love to have the tactile vibe of the Delta Flyer. So I mean that's going to be an advantage with the right pilot. Yeah, I think for me personally, I'm going to go Delta Flyer. Um, it's got I don't even know if it does have more weapons. I'm trying to think how many micro torpedo launchers it has. Um, the Runabout looks and feels a little more robust, but I have a feeling that with the Borg technology, that the shields on the Delta Flyer might have a little bit of an advantage and be able to be brought back up online if they need to be. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but yeah, that's kind of my vibe. I think the Delta Flyer is going to win this one hands down. I think it could outmaneuver the Runabout easily, but I could be wrong.
Oh, when you ever wrong, Stuart.
Last Friday I think I was.
Yeah, it's Friday night. And Ray has put in 4, hence why I've been
Oh,
scrambling. So I'm gonna put them all in so that you can then go through them at your quote unquote leisure
okay.
on the top, because there is quite a few, but you should hopefully know them. If you don't, please do Google. Sorry, there's quite a few there. Yeah, I'll let you read the paper and then organize that as you will as I talk about this. Yeah, so let's talk about Runabout. Obviously, huge difference in tech. Is Runabout new for DS9? Not new, I wouldn't think. So, standard, not necessarily cutting edge. It's the good quality camper van of the fleet, right? It's not meant to be cutting edge. And I don't know
Hmm.
if DS9 would be a strong enough assignment to get the best shuttles of auxiliary craft. It wasn't exactly the top tier thing. So, etc., etc. Delta Flyer, everything is pushed to the edge, with maneuverability being the core. Size wise, gosh, they're both weird. And I mean, hey, I've got one set built. If I get the other set built, I can compare them because I'd be fascinated to put them side by side, physical space wise, and see what's bigger. I really can't even say because one is literal walking space, but one has sort of like walking back space. But they're differently proportioned, so I couldn't really say.
Yeah, I think the Delta Flyer, like I said, is maybe 2/3 the length of the Runabout. Like if you line
Length,
up the
yeah.
if you line up the cockpit, I can see the Delta Flyer ending like kind of right around the rear strut of the Runabout. Maybe I'm
Yes.
wrong about that, but just that's
Yeah.
what I'm kind of
Well, I'd say
sensing.
the back section of the Runabout is bigger than the back section of Delta Flyer, just practically, because that's kind of cramped on Delta Flyer, whereas the Runabout is an actual,
Space.
I think, courtroom, not courtroom, like a greeting area for a negotiation. You can totally use it for that, right? Weapons wise, I mean, Delta Flyer is, I don't think it's packed with weapons, but each weapon is enhanced. Like it's not bristling with phasers, but it has plenty. Look at the Runabout. It's got I think it has phasers on the lip. There's like a lip in the neck, and then a cell similar to the Delta Flyer, but they're going to be far more precise. No, I think the Delta Fly has better sensors, better shields, better weapons. Yes, fine. Runabout's full-scale torpedoes would be more powerful than micro torpedoes, but you got to hit, and harder to hit a shuttle. I would probably assume, and you have to know let me know if you agree. I would probably put like $2 on the idea that that the warp core in the Runabout has a higher power output because it's a bigger warp core. It's older, but it's bigger. I don't think they made it more efficient to that level. I think it'd have to be because it takes a lot more space than Delta Fly, so I think it'd be more power output. Don't know if you agree with that.
I would say maybe, yeah. It's got that horizontal warp core
Yeah, it's a huge
vibe
space,
going
right?
on at the top. Yeah. Um, but then again, the Delta Flyer's got more advanced tech, you could say, because of the Borg influence. Plus, they're in the Delta Quadrant. You think they would have taken into account that you might need good power reserves on that thing.
But also, it wasn't there
So,
to fight; it was there to be an auxiliary craft, right? You can only push certain things so far.
yeah, but I mean, if you're already in the Delta Quadrant, you're thinking about being stranded. You don't want
Right.
this thing getting stranded somewhere, so you think that the power output on that would be beefed up a tad.
And if you want to just address Kai's 2 5s, because it goes against like preset things, but if you want
Oh yeah, Kai, it's $5 per ship. Unless you go PayPal and you put $5 in, you get two ships because it's 2 for 1 over on PayPal. So
to, I said PayPal, you get to pick Alien.
yeah, you can pick any other franchise.
So if you apply on PayPal, you can do that. But we'll do that for we went one Trek. So work out what we want to do there with your 10. Hey, we'll not equate that. Gotta be fair to everyone else. But thank you, and those are fun battles. Let us know. And Matthew asks, he's going to start learning graphics. Is stuff all in ZBrush? You can do all stuff in ZBrush, but it's more designed for people. I would go straight to Blender. It's the base standard for learning. It's free. The amount of tutorials is insane. It's got to be the most user friendly. You want to know this? There's a tutorial because they want you to use it. They want you to learn it, etc., etc. So that is the easiest, simplest, and it's constantly updated. So it's definitely a good platform. And you know, Blender has been used on industry professional things. You know, absolutely. So it's not maybe not in rendering, but in certainly building. So if that's what you're going for, I would certainly. That's a good one.
Excellent.
Kind of famous for a reason.
Yeah.
So final result, 25 votes, which I love seeing more people here. Delta Flyer 72%, and I would agree. It just is
Yes.
it's the sharper runabout with more maneuverability. Just sharper in every way, you know?
Yeah. All right. Are we doing Rays next, or
Yes. If I can read down the tremendous list, they should be there in the in the above space.
PayPal in for 4 battles? Wow. First Death Star
Hey,
versus the
Stuart, that's what a 10 does. It's mad, but we get all the support, so it absolutely helps.
ah. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Slides is being
Slides.
slides.
I knew.
All right. So the first one is the Death Star versus the UFP Fenlon. What are you, classic for real now?
I mean, he's not here yet to be a good sport.
Oh, I moved the background. I didn't mean to. Because my mouse is a pain in the ass. It's not easy.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe.
No, you're not,
Yeah,
because
yes, I am.
you have no sympathy.
Don't disregard my. Oh, Death Star wins. And don't disregard my ability.
Death Star absolutely wins, yes. The Fenlon class is, or the whatever it is from FASA, is a monitor patrol ship.
Right.
So it's literally sent to the edge of the border and monitors things, patrols. It's not designed for warfare, and I don't know the weapon systems on it. So the Death Star would
Some,
absolutely
you know.
100% win just by launching TIE fighters, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah. I can imagine a Death Star's worth of TIE bombers. The only thing I'll say it has going for it is that it's so small in comparison could it even hit it successfully? I'm not joking, right? Because it's so much smaller. It's not so
Yeah.
fighter size, but I mean, it's not Mon Calamari size. It's not Nebulon T. It's smaller. So is there a point where the laser just physically can't
Well,
pinpoint it?
the planet laser, possibly, yeah. But I mean, there are point defense systems on the Death Star. There are multiple fighters in the Death Star, which would be sent out to take care of this thing. So yeah, I don't think the Fenlon ship would have much of a chance. Those are just my thoughts.
And that was actually classic for real, but I always forget the names for the two rays.
Oh, well, I just assumed it was Ray Ricks by the way you were talking.
Well, I
So
said, there's the name.
yeah, I know, but anywho's
Death Star
all right.
wins. Good job.
Just put those off to the
And
side.
Kai,
What
let us
is
know what you want us to
next?
do with those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pick one or add another $10 to get them both.
wallpaper. Let us
Next
know.
up,
It's up to you.
we got From Far Beyond the Stars. What? Versus a Klingon D1, D11 One Wing. I don't understand what he's saying here. One Wing, Romulan T-83, Ravenous Destroyers versus UFP Incredible Class X, like 13, I guess, Battleship and one. I don't know. I'm confused. So if you want to put those in, because I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I'll try.
Because I can't decipher that. It's all just a blah. It's ship dialogue, vomit, diarrhea. It's what is happening? Okay, so Fenlon class, we did that. The ship from Far Beyond the Stars
Ah, okay. Because
versus
there's no commas or anything.
yeah, it's a fucking goddamn nightmare. Okay, so the ship from Far Beyond the Stars, the titty ship,
Oh, I thought you meant the Trek
versus a
episode.
Klingon D1 or D11 One Wing. Okay.
Okay, I know that. I know that's up there.
I can't see the One Wing here. Oh, there it is. It's very tiny.
Faster, man.
There's the One Wing
I'll
versus.
do a poll for sympathy.
Okay. So we got the Far Beyond the Stars ship there with that amazing body that it has, going against the D11 One Wing from FASA, which I don't know what the Far Beyond the Starships has weapons wise. It's not very large. It's kind of like Firefly, like Serenity scale. The D11's much larger. So I'm going to give it to the D11.
But
There's no
maneuverability
competition. Oh, maneuverability. I mean, the aerodynamic curves of that Far Beyond the Starship they just could maneuver like nobody's business, if you know what I'm saying. But the D11, it can. I don't know. Considering the Far Beyond the Starship is a lot smaller, sure, it's got a lot more maneuverability. You might be able to hug the donkey of the one wing,
yes, and
but
press its abilities up against it. You know.
yes, yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
I think the battleship wins against the not battle.
Yes,
I'm gonna go
yes.
out on a single wing, See, I was trying to say limb, but I remembered wing, and I said both, so I ruined it. Good job, me. Woo!
Good job.
Appreciate it.
All right, and then so
Yes,
next up,
birth defect. Yes, that's where the plasma comes from.
we've got the Romulan T-83 Ravenous Destroyer. That is that one there, I assume. It's already up there. I think that's this one. I don't know. I'm just going to put it there. I don't care if it is or not at this point.
Probably.
Versus
Yeah,
the UFP Indestructible Class 13 Battleship. This one?
Yes. Yeah, with the weird neck.
Romulans versus the Feds. I mean, if the Romulans have the plasma torpedo like they would have had in FASA, hmm, you know, one hit from those is pretty brutal. So I don't know. I'd have to go through the stats of the ship, but I think it's probably pretty evenly matched, these two.
Quite
If
good looking
I'm
Romulan ship, although it's very front light. It needs a beak to balance it out. I mean, it's got to be the Fed, right? That's a meaty looking Excelsior Connie hybrid with also a neck. Did you pick both with weird necks? Because I feel like you've just like the great donor that put this in has got to like have a stack of FASA books right there, and he's thumbing through to find something. Ah, this one. Like what? How is it in your mind enough to submit this? Right, like two equally weird neck ships because they feel consistently weird, which is great.
um Alexa, flip a coin, giving heads to the Federation. It's heads. Federation wins. There you go.
I was right, Stuart. I was right.
You were.
Thank you.
All right, what's he got
We're
next?
learning a
Here?
lot here. We're learning a lot. I'm
So the
learning lots.
next one is Ray Rick's.
Yes.
Mr. Captain 93's idea. TOS Connie versus Stranger Worlds Connie.
Yes.
Which not at all much bigger for no reason.
Cough, 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 cough. Oh, I've wrote that. And I do look forward to everyone's reaction to my film coming out whenever it's, done. With the Strange Worlds Connie crossover. Looking forward to seeing everyone's reactions to it. I think it's turning out quite well.
This one's easy.
Scale.
So we're assuming they're the same size.
I don't know if we can assume that. Is canon not the canon?
Okay, we're not going to assume they're the same size because they're not.
Okay, well, let's spin the polls. We can do on. 20 votes. Who wins? Big Red or One Wing Short? One wing short wins. Congratulations, you now won twice. Congratulations. Back to you.
Back to you in the studio. Yeah, this is an easy one. The TOS Connie wins, even though it's smaller. It's the underdog. Every time it gets into a fight or a battle, there's not shit hanging from the ceiling and fucking bulkheads down. The Stranger Worlds Enterprise takes one or two hits from anything, and everything's on fire. There's sparks everywhere. How many times in TOS did Kirk's Enterprise get that messed up? None. Okay, cool. How many times does it happen in Stranger Worlds with 10 episode seasons? I don't know, maybe 50% of the time. So, yeah, obviously the Stranger Worlds Enterprise cannot take a hit to save its life. Yeah, the phasers on the TOS Constitution class are better because they're blue, and their beams. I mean, they're beams on Stranger Worlds
He
as well.
has
They're
so
getting
many arguments, guys. You are being wrecked right now.
they're getting there. I
I'll be on a
mean,
poll if you would, Stuart. Between the
do I have
tirade,
to?
if you would. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Who wins? Connie Stranger Worlds or real Connie?
Like,
Perfect.
See?
Yeah, it's the real Connie, 100%.
Uh,
You know, the straight struts, you know, they're much more structurally sound because they're not a refit era technology yet. So the swept back ones are just weaker. You know, they haven't. I don't know.
But Birth Defect asks, was Voyager ever intended to carry a runabout? No, and it would not fit in the bay.
Yeah. Oh,
Not
they had
even
the Aero
close.
Shuttle.
Yeah.
So, but did they? I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna say TOS Enterprise for all those reasons, because one or two hits from the TOS Enterprise on the Stranger Worlds one. The Stranger Worlds one would be like on fire, bridge destroyed, bulkheads down, wires hanging everywhere. So
And Kai, let us know, otherwise we'll just pick one of the two and combine it and do that. Unless you send a paper, let us know. Because names are a bit different on PayPal. Just communicate with us so we can follow through. Yeah, for me, I mean, it's the war refit Connie, so if it was more powerful, maybe. But I'm going to take size into account, so therefore the Connie can do all the things the Strange Worlds Connie can do, but in a smaller package, which means it's more, less of a target, which is good.
More better.
More better. Yep, it's faster. Just nature being newer. I mean, the impulse engines are smaller, so it's better thrust. It's got less. I don't know. Something about phasers. Yeah. The only advantage of Strange Worlds Connie is that if an enemy got the shields down, for example, and they fired phasers, and they're pulse phasers like the Wrath of Khan style, with a good pilot like Ortega's, you could pilot the ship so that pulse phasers go through the holes in the struts and miss the ship. That's the one advantage.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the poll say?
Real Connie, 85%, the winner with 26 votes. So get the hell out of here.
I
Strange
agree.
New Worlds.
I mean, also we have to. It's newer, cleaner, more efficient. I mean, at the very least, the warp core from this giant, insane room to a very small room, doing everything it does and more, that level of technology increase is insane. So it's obviously more advanced, right?
Perfect.
Amazing.
Has Kai picked one? I haven't seen.
I mean, I've not seen him say anything back. So
let's do the first one, maybe Viper versus X-Wing.
Sure.
I don't really care about the other one.
Excellent. Now, which Viper you can pick? New or older?
TOS.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that wasn't an option. Okay, I'll have to find a picture.
The real Viper.
You want to do a poll for that then?
Sure, I can do
So I mean that's a more interesting idea, in fairness. And obviously I'll pick up a picture of the Viper from the On Earth, you know, your favourite with the bikes. I'll pick.
Sure.
But first, that is probably a more fair comparison, so
I don't know why you put a TIE fighter there. It's supposed to be an X-Wing, but
oh, because I think another one's a neck. I think maybe someone else.
Sure. Polls up, guys. Go vote on the poll. Who's going to win this one? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you put up one of the best Eagle Moss models they ever made.
One of my 5 water damaged ones.
Water damaged?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
remember when the storage unit
got but just the box is damaged?
Oh, yeah, but it's like fucking wrecked.
Who cares? It's just a box.
Oh, sure, but I mean, I can't put it in anymore, so it's now it's now a mess of cardboard, so I can't store it. So it's just on top of things because I can't store it anywhere.
Which means it's going to fall and break, and that's not good.
Yeah, that's why it's broken. All right, now you know these both quite well because you were alive when they're both invented. I was not. Ha ha.
Wow.
Let us know.
All right. I think the X-Wing has a bit of an advantage with its hyperdrive. If you've got an astromech droid, that is. If you don't, you're kind of screwed, I guess. The different firing configurations, you can fire all 4 in one shot, or you can do the circular thing, or the X thing, or 2 and 2. Different firing patterns are fun.
They fun
Super
now?
maneuverable. Sure. Super maneuverable, kind of fast, I guess. The Viper has afterburner. It'll catch up to the X-Wing, no problem. Unless the X-Wing goes to hyperdrive, but that's fine. Viper's kind of a little bit more restricted on weaponry. It's only got the 2 main guns, or 2 guns, period. Style points, I mean, they're ripping each other off here. I mean, the Viper's ripping off the X-Wing with the markings, but still.
I mean, it's brilliant how similar the paint schemes are. That's great. Yeah, they're totally
can see why
but...
you can see why BSG got sued by George Lucas for copyright infringement. But anyway, no, I think this would be a pretty good match. Honestly, they're both very super maneuverable. The X-Wing has the advantage of having an astromech droid, which can do calculations and stuff for you. I don't know how that would play into regular combat per se, but
well, you'd imagine that the pilot and the Viper, everything is by the seat of his pants. So like these little maneuvers, like it's milliseconds, whereas the X-Wing, the astromech, to have the processes go between, to ask the pilot, to ask it what to do, to come back, tell him to like that. It's not that sort of quick reaction, right? And if it was, you'd let the astromech take over. He's not piloting anymore, right? So natural innate skill versus everything else for like second. I would say.
I think the advantage would probably go to the X-Wing. Not for that reason, but just for its weaponry.
This would be a great fan film. Like to see them and take it seriously, because they're really different yet oddly comparable, but not in the same way. So it's a really, really strong shout.
Oh yeah, that makes a good point. The X-Wing has proton torpedoes as well.
But as Thurst said, but as turbo for Viper,
yeah, exactly.
Which is going to be faster.
Yeah.
See, my gut, obviously they're both laser guns. That's great. But yeah, 4 now in the games. The rate of fire is a lot slower when you do 4, but it's not more powerful. It's just you're doing 4 of them. Whereas the Viper has quite a quick rate of fire and it's constant, right? So you're not sacrificing. But as soon as you can go the 4 rotary around the X-Wing, the chance of hitting the Viper is huge. And even if they both had shields, that level of intense fire.
I was just gonna say the X-Wing has shielding, the Viper doesn't.
Yeah, any shielding?
I don't think so. I think it's just an armor.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever shielding in
because they have lasers, but not shielding.
Whereas the X-Wing, you can double up your shielding at the front, or
because we know the X-Wing has a lot like this, but the Viper can do this, like on the spot turns, and so it's way more maneuverable. But if it's being hit, that's not going to matter. So again, great option. This is a really strong shout. I'm going to give X-Wing just because of the advance points.
Yeah, I'm going to think the X-Wing just edges it out.
But I would say, I mean, Luke's not the best pilot. That's not the point. But like Luke versus like female Starbuck from BSG, who's absolutely exceptional. She's going to be a dodge pretty much everything he sends out. Right? Because she's that good. Because she almost breaks her Viper. But that's like exceptions, right? So...
Let's take a look at the poll with 20 votes.
Yeah.
50-50.
Close it.
This is one that is not an easy answer, so thank you, Kai, for that one. That was great.
Almost never 50-50. So thank you, guys. That was great. That's a nice rarity to see. I appreciate that. Well done.
All right, what's next? Are we doing a PayPal or Super Chat?
Go Super.
Super, thanks for asking. Brett Dean, shout section big bands, puts in $5. Oh. Only $5. Shit.
Well, you got the Ross in.
Ross class versus Sovereign or Galaxy X versus Ross, whichever you'd like to compare.
Well, there's the Ross class. It's 5 for 1, unless you're on PayPal. But you know what? Solaris has no particular add-on, so we'll absolutely include the Sovereign in that.
Sure.
Because hey, we want these in, guys. But you know, they're all stated up front. So read that just for.
Yep, Solaris, $10. Hey, Commander, are we doing some of the concepts from last time, or is this only official equipment?
Oh, does it mean the AI made? I mean, if you, that's on you, sir. That's on you. But concept ships, I mean, yeah. I would say again, PayPal's a better way of putting whatever you want in. But I mean, hey, there's a lot of good AI ships. And if you want to bring them back in and remind us of the weird, wacky fun we had, I'm fine with that. So I'm gonna go Sovereign because it's older, and I want to see what your thoughts on the battleship versus the not quite current gen battleship.
Oh,
do tell the audience where the Ross came from, because just for fans to know.
Well, STO, obviously. I gotta give the Ross class bonus points for style. I really like the look of the Ross class. I think it's a nice improvement on the Galaxy. I almost prefer to be the captain of a Ross class than a Sovereign. I like the Sovereign just fine, but there are things about it that bother me. So I would assume that these guys again are very comparable because the Ross class is a later iteration of a Galaxy class space frame, so it's got newer weapons. And like I said, style points wise, it just blows the Sovereign out of the water because it just looks very cool. But the Sovereign class is a very tough ship.
Not little though.
And no, I didn't say it. That's why I didn't say that.
See, I love how I can see his brain.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to the Sovereign because it was designed specifically to be the tip of the spear as far as the fleet goes. Yes, the Ross class came, I would assume they were around the same time or after, but oh man, I think they're very comparable. Again, like the X-Wing and Viper, but I think the Sovereign might have the advantage, just the slight tactical advantage.
Yeah, it's like Prometheus versus a 2401 heavy cruiser. Like dedicated everything versus like does just pure, torpedo Mark 10 versus torpedo Mark 13, phaser 7 versus phaser 9. Is that enough of a bump? Yeah, right. And we've talked about, or possibly more me, the difference of shield power. If the shields keep improved significantly generation on generation, then if you can take 20% more take, that could also make all the difference, right? See, my gut was also Sovereign. I don't know if the Ross has quantums. I mean, Stowe can have everything right there, but I'd like to think that quantum still hit hard, and that you fire 3 of those and a photon spread, you're going to do a lot of initial damage. But newer tech, but
yeah, it's a tough one. Not an easy answer for sure.
I'll give it Ross by 51% just because newer, but it's on that line because you could easily argue they've got cutting edge torpedoes that do, you know what I mean? Like you can make the argument very very quickly.
Yes, yeah. 38 of you here, 47 likes. Let's get those likes up to 50. Go vote in the poll. We have 15 votes right now. I'd like to get to 20 on this one because it is close. But
yeah, people saying if Ross has quantums, I mean it's over, right? Like if you can co the battle whelments, I mean, yeah.
I would assume it would.
Well, people saying it does, because that's what I was referring to.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. No more votes in the poll, guys. Come on.
And the next one is another duo crossover, which is exciting.
Oh, is that a PayPal?
From Kristen.
Yeah.
A Stargate ship, which we like to see.
No, we don't.
Well, that was shot down instantly, wasn't it? Goodness. Wow.
I'm going to end this poll.
Okay.
Let's set 18 votes now.
Okay.
So there we go. We're almost at 20. The Sovereign wins with 56%.
Okay.
Just as I said.
Okay.
All right. So, yes. BC 304 Odyssey with Asgard upgrade. Oh, then it automatically wins whatever it's fighting. Versus the K-22 class Bird of Prey from FASA.
Which I think is just the Great Bird, basically.
Yeah, probably.
I think. So,
biggest... So that's your 2 ship. That's a $5 from Sergeant Montgomery. So
he gets 2.
2 ships.
2 ships.
Yeah.
You're right. Not 2 versus 2 ships. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, I would assume that your Stargate ship would win.
Oh, and then
I don't know.
He puts in the 5 to finish off anyway. He does work it out. Hey, good job.
You put another PayPal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job. Yeah, I mean, how powerful can a bird of prey be? It might sound a bit clinical, but there's certainly a limit.
Yes.
But an Asgard ship.
Exactly.
But the Daedalus can literally fly between galaxies in 3 weeks. This ship can fly across their galaxy in 70 years. A la Voyager. I mean, not that's the sign of everything, but that shows the tech differential when you had Asgard tech, right?
Yeah. So it's easy.
So yeah, I mean, you're probably looking at a single beam on low can burn through shields. Without Asgard beams, whole different ball game. But yeah, if you're Asgard in, it's gonna nuke literally and figuratively a lot of stuff very quickly. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, if you
It's not
said
much
like
of a competition.
if you had like 3 Negvars, right? But then it reminds me of, well, because I mean, I say that Endgame, 1 Negvar against 1 shuttle with armor, and the shuttle's just like, having a chill time, no issue. Negvar shooting everything, you know. So tech does make a thing. Yeah. Not as close, but re out their second one because, yep, PayPal was included. So
2005 BSG Galactica versus the STO Typhoon class escort carrier.
That's a great duo. Is it fair? Maybe not, but it's a great duo.
Yes. Just
That's a good picture.
okay, yeah, they are. Talked about this one not that long ago, saying how similar it was to BSG. And we can just put the versus thing in the middle.
Sure.
Because otherwise it just looks silly.
Yeah. Everyone do.
Just do that. It's a background. Oh, okay, well. This is the Battlestar Galactica of Star Trek and the Typhoon class of Battlestar Galactica. So they both have fighters. They both. I mean, one has Fortress mode, but I mean, so does the other one because it just pulls in the. I need to know the size differential between the two of them.
Well, if the Typhoon is in the back crevice of the Sovereign, and the Galactica is a giant carrier, I would assume it's twice, if not 3 times the length.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So, but I mean, yeah. So, Battlestar Galactica, gone to the internet. I've got the real scale, but I have to go find it. Between 1,400 and 1,450 meters. And the Sovereign is like, what, 600, Typhoon's half that. So you're looking at, 4 times, 5 times the length. So a bit bigger.
I think, too, though, that the weapons on the Typhoon will be much more advanced. Photon torpedoes, phasers cut through Galactica, no problem. Galactica is just heavily armored, honestly. And its weapons are more point defense weapons. It's not got anything as powerful as a phaser or photon. So I'm going to call it for the Typhoon class. I mean, the fighters can go at it, and I think sure the Vipers might be like super maneuverable and know what they're doing and work in squads, but the Federation fighters have phasers. I think we just annihilate because they'd also have shielding. So the Viper on fighter action would very quickly be resolved as well. I'm going to give it to Starfleet.
Oh, nice. Thought memory. Yeah, the tricky thing is that the Galactica can literally take nukes at point blank range and be not
That's
fine,
true.
but it can take a hit. And torpedoes are not as strong as like tactical weapon grade nuclear weapons, right? They are nowhere near equation of power. So you'd assume this thing can just eat phaser fire. It'll burn it away, but it can absolutely just take fire constantly.
Interesting point.
But there's only so much, so it's literally burning away. So I don't think there's any problem of like taking fire for at least for a while. That said, you aim at any other points, start to get damage. I mean, not everything's the same armored.
But that's the issue. Sure, the BSG can take damage like nobody's business, but what's it going to dish out to destroy the Typhoon class?
Yeah, I mean, I think everything it fires is explosive shells because what's the point otherwise? I think that's the conceit. So it's shooting because point defense is shooting hundreds of because Typhoon can't deflect point defense, right? Because that's not what it's designed for. So if you've got hundreds of small rounds, hitting the shields, all exploding. I mean, they're pinpricks, but it has got as Pegasus has, it has got forward, very large missile ability. Which has got to do something, but yeah, not too much. But the question is, what if all of their Vipers manage to like fire, or all Raptors, if they launched 10 Raptors all with the giant missile pods, and they all fired all of their heaviest yield missiles? I mean, they're all going to be near enough torpedo strength, you'd think? Like,
Yeah, probably.
tactical warheads. Well, maybe not. Like, some. I don't know, it's a weird one. It's like one's with really good defense, one with really good offense, but I don't think Typhoon's meant to take on much. That's it. If Typhoon goes into its fortress mode, you got 2 armored beasts, then phases are going to win no matter what. So it's I think a more interesting fight than it seems. But yeah, Galactic can't really do too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it for the Starfleet, but
yeah,
it would be a battle.
I feel like if you had Pegasus do the classic scene and it comes in firing all its giant missiles, that would be a moment of like, oh no, shield's down to 86%. Like that would feel like a moment, but that's a specific use case, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm good to Starfleet.
It's a great. That's a great shout.
First Contact, Furious Fawns. Remember, for 64 months, Political Commander. Going back to our Connie versus Connie battle. I would argue that the Strange New Worlds Connie has more weapons and the torpedoes are more capable than TOS. And I would argue, who gives a shit, because it's not real. Strange New Worlds does not exist.
But if you had to debate him one-on-one, what would you say? To that point.
That no, because that makes no sense technology-wise, that an older ship would be more capable with better weapons. So no.
Yeah, I would love some explanation on that, because I don't think that when TOS came around, they gave them worse torpedoes.
Exactly.
Like, we know you love torpedoes under Pike, but we're going to give you a worse version for the next 5 years. So they're going to be the same, if not better. Which means they're going to be better, because it's ridiculous otherwise.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear your argument for that, because, you know, it got refitted into TOS, which means we'd have, at the very least, the torpedo tubes got replaced, because they can't fit in the ship anymore. Right? Like, they're different tubes, so therefore you have different ordnance, etc., etc. Yeah, give us a reason. Give us a, you know,
Yep.
actual argument for that, because I don't know much leg to stand on.
Before we get to that one, Brett Dean, just $5. More money now. Thank you.
Which was to cover
All right.
the other one.
So next up, we have Mark Lawrence with a PayPal of $10. Something silly. A 2360s Oberth versus a few squadron of standard TIE fighters. So only twin laser cannons.
And Spy Note's $5 for one ship, 10 for two. But if you PayPal, nothing below, thing above, then the $5 gets you both. So top up that to 5 on the PayPal, and you got it.
Yes, indeed. So an Oberth versus TIE fighters, a squadron of TIE fighters.
As well.
Which year is that? 2360?
Oh, I just saw you clone it. Nice.
I mean, yeah. So, what the hell? I wrecked it. There we go. Shut up.
Sorry, sir.
Right? I did it again. Oh, I'm done. Anyway, yeah. So, I'm sorry, but your TIE fighters are toast.
He's TT. His T is T.
Sure. Yeah. TIE fighter toast.
There's gonna be a toaster that makes TIE fighter shape like imprint on toast, right? Because Darth Vader ones, there's Stormtrooper ones. It's gonna be a TIE fighter one somewhere, right?
Yeah. No, there's no contest here. Like, you're making fun of the Oberth, like cheeky aha, it blows up at the drop of a dime. Yeah, but there's nothing that the TIE fighters have that would be at all anything. Even if they concentrated their fire all at once at the exact same spot, yeah, might hurt the shield. Now, assuming shields aren't up, you're still going to lose with the TIE fighters. I'm sorry. Can't see them doing any kind of damage that would be sufficient.
Well, it depends. Do we take the power output as literally lasers as compared to the one time they fought lasers, or are we assuming they're military grade, more capable weapons? I mean, there's a technical, you can look and there's like a number and the number equates to a thing. But I mean, are they lasers as we associate, or are you giving credit to Star Wars? They've got some level of power behind the lasers.
Even if they have power behind them,
You think?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, TIE fighters are all unshielded.
Oh yeah, they'd get
The
killed like gnats, but if they're all
Well,
firing,
exactly.
but
All
it's
you
like
need is like one phaser beam to just through the swarm and just start swatting them.
can you imagine if there was some reason to have an experimental Oberth that was stripped away and had an experimental weapon? I don't know if we ever think this. And just visualize this, Stuart. If it's lower deck sort of story, and it's an Oberth, and imagine if, and I'm talking to you, Stuart, specifically. So imagine if on the top of the Oberth, there's a cannon that comes out. There's a guy with a spacesuit. He's got a giant cannon. He goes, and you can move the phaser. He's moving it and becomes a giant like. Because that's the thing, yeah. Manually move the phaser. TIE fighters go.
Yeah, there's no contest here. The Oberth would win.
Yeah, if they kamikazed, then you'd have some real.
They
problems.
might take their they might take their shields down to
Because
20%.
ion engines, I'm sure, have some explodey power. And if there's several squadrons, I mean, squadrons are more than 3.
They're not several squadrons. You said a squadron.
I was picturing like 12 or 15. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, 3. No issue. I was picturing. I thought.
Well, I don't know how many are in a squadron per se, but
even so, I was
let's
picturing
see.
like 10 or 20.
Wait, sorry. He does say a few squadrons, so there you go. So I don't know.
Because I was picturing, yeah, if phasers, the lasers are more capable, then it would be stronger. As in, like, it would build up. But yeah, I mean, these are one-hit kills. So it's just a case of progressively kablooey.
I mean, any big ship is going to get toasted by a lot of smaller ships if she keeps throwing the smaller ships.
Yeah, if you keep going.
But you're going to lose so many in the process, so...
There's war of attrition, and there's just... Well, no one's making it back home. That was it. That was our entire force.
Yeah.
Was that worth it? No, for an Oberth. Oberth, you say? Yep. Darn. Okay. So I think we know who wins. The Oberth wins.
So
there
are we
was discussion
doing...
to be had.
Yes. Are we going to Super Chat now or PayPal?
Go to Super Chat.
All right. Next up is Solaris, the Long Hauler Railfan, $10. Leviathan class versus Republic Star Destroyer. Bruh, excuse me.
And he put a 10. Which I think skips PayPal does to aliens. That's fine.
What?
Well, they're both non-Trek, so.
Oh yeah.
There's a that's okay. 10s are very nice. We appreciate all the 10s. So Leviathan, again, I'm going by Google, right? Without clarification, all I can do is Google. So by that, what comes up is the Leviathan from Orville. And Republic Star Destroyer is the one with a big red stripe. Venator, I believe they're called. Your thoughts?
Yes, they are called the Venator. I have no idea. One is the Orville one is a dreadnought, which I love. So, yay. We see how capable the Orville is. It's got pretty powerful weapons, does a pretty good job defending itself. So you can imagine what the dreadnought version would be able to do. I hate the Venator with a passion. I don't like the design. Never have, never will. Don't understand the love for it. So, but I guess it's powerful. It's got a lot of little cannons on it there. They're so cute. It's got that center thing that I think launches ships. So there's that. Yeah. So, yeah, size-wise, I'm pretty sure the Venator is much larger than the Leviathan, maybe.
It's got to be.
I would say maybe half. It'd be twice as long as the Leviathan, would be my guess.
So it's still pretty big, but it's bulky, not necessarily long. Is the Orville one?
I don't know what else to say. One has style, one doesn't. So I'd go with the one with style.
The one's metal.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like because the Venator it knows its lane, which is come in, part of a fleet, launch fighters, good weapons, but it's not meant to be solo, right? It's meant to be a fleet ship and then do its thing. I feel like the Leviathan, it is a solo death cannon of their fleet, right? It is not coming to play. There's no fighters, at least the way they were in the earlier seasons. Also, do you remember how they were filming season 4 in January, and it's almost.
I remember.
I mean, I don't think that was true then. That what Scott Grimes said, because they
He might have
would have
might have
heard
assumed it
something.
was true. He might have thought it was true and it didn't go through.
No, fair, but like
Because I heard things were happening for more than one person. So
exactly. But that was so long that we would have definitely heard something, because people, multiple people working on it all the time, and it's actually built and whatever. So that's sad, because that was exciting, or not. Maybe Seth's waiting long enough that he looks like a Wrath Khan version of Mercer. Just gets a bit older now. The first season's about with skin tight uniforms, and it becomes whatever.
this
I'm
one's
gonna say
close to
Leviathan.
call.
I'm gonna say Leviathan.
Yeah.
For pure firepower.
Me too. But
Nice.
the Ventor has fans. I will
like
disagree.
I like it. I think it's a good craft.
All
All
right.
right, on to the PayPal.
Oh, we're switching back to PayPal now.
And we thank you all, because it does make a big difference. We encourage that.
Ray Ricks throws in $5. Daedalus class. Oh, sorry, £5. Daedalus class from Stargate versus Romulan to Deredex.
I think it's a 2 to Deredex, didn't it?
Nope.
Okay, just one.
Because if he said 2, he'd have to give us more money. Actually, Mark Lawrence, that squadron, those multiple squadrons of TIE fighters.
Oh wow,
you owe us more money.
So this is the non-Asgard version then.
Okay.
Because that's obviously a different comparison. So it's got oh yeah, sorry. So it would have at launch, it had Asgard shields but no Asgard weapons. Asgard beam, yes, but you can argue that away as you want.
Bye, Daedalus.
Oh,
come on, the Romulans would just blow the shit out of this thing. I mean, the Daedalus would shit its pants just seeing the Deredex to cloak because of its size.
big. I mean, it's about the size of Enterprise D, but obviously, as you say, still, it's not as small as you think. What, you don't think firing machine gun bullets into shields would do anything?
I really don't. I don't. I think it would look really pretty.
It would.
It'd be like,
yeah,
firing fireworks or confetti. It'd be great. But I think the Romulans would get a good laugh out of it. Let it maybe play with them for a little bit and then just annihilate them. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, shields wise, the Daedalus could take the damage, like successfully. This thing can take on 3 or 4 Wraith Hive ships and be okay, like going down, and that they are more powerful than the Deredex easily. Like that is raw firepower, but it just can't return the fire meaningfully. I mean, yes, it can launch 2 Hornet missiles at a time, which are just very, very, very soup nukes, but even that I wouldn't say. So I think it would be a weird fight. Yeah. Deredex would have been eventually, but Daedalus would just leave because it's much faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could take the punishment though. That's what Asgard gave them their best shields, so they wouldn't have to use the weapons, right? So, yeah. Draw.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it for. Well, no, I'm gonna call it for Romulans.
It would leave. Like they'd have to leave because they couldn't, combat for 2 hours. Get bored.
Sure. Yeah. Although one would run out of ammunition, the other one would just recharge its weapons.
That is true.
Disruptors and phasers.
So if you're in war of attrition, yes. If you want to be technical, if they can work out a way of being through the Asgard shield, the shields, and beam a nuke in, then they'd nuke it, and that would kill it from the inside instantly. So, but we're not going to include that. Fine, Romulan, just.
All right. So are we on to a PayPal next or
Sure.
a super chat?
Yeah, let's get
PayPal.
Those tremendous suggestions.
All right. Next up in PayPal, we got first fastest Star League class Dreadnought. Versus Foley class Foley refit. Oh, versus Foley refit.
Well, there's only 5, so it's only one.
Yeah.
One of the rushes. And I thought I got the.
That's not the refit though.
Hmm?
The Foley class you got on there is not the refit.
Yeah, well,
Foley
if he
class.
clarifies, the first battle was just the classic Foley. The refit's in the second bout.
But his wording literally is one fastest Starleague class dreadnought versus Foley refit. Foley
Oh, I
refit
see.
versus Horizon
I
class.
see. I see. I saw it as versus Foley, then refit Foley. You're right. Yeah, there's two refits. My brain saw the one.
Yes. Yeah.
Fair dues. Fair dues.
I thought he clarified on the.
I know.
Anyway, that's an Ascension class.
Google.
I sent it to you. It should be in your
Okay.
messenger history.
No.
Anyway.
That's what he suggested.
Oh, the Ascension class?
Yeah. That's what Google that always comes up with that.
Oh, Starleague class.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna find the your one from the chat. I know that.
Gotcha.
Basically, it's refit as a refit. That he did something clever here.
There's time for everything. Oh, just kidding. Love you, classic. I mean, we tolerate you. It's fine.
Or was it Ray? Was that classic? Yeah, I don't know.
It was close.
Okay.
Close, I guess.
Okay.
Perfect. Fuck if I know. They're pretty equally matched.
It's a great start. Fuck do I know?
I'll give it to the Ascension or the Starleague class because it's actually the Ascension class, but that's fine. It's neither here nor there. I'm going to give it to that because it's a little bit smaller, a little bit more maneuverable. Sure.
Nope. Fully refit for star points. Done.
Perfect.
End of conversation.
Foley's class does have more firepower.
End of conversation, Stuart. Wins.
Perfect.
Right. Go to the super chat.
Oh, super chat. Oh, all over the place here. Jesus Christ. Kyle Wong, 10 pounds. X302 versus Cylon Raider.
Which Cylon Raider do you want, Stuart? There's 3.
You pick.
Nope, you pick.
You pick.
Bastard. We'll go the Razor one that no one knows what it's capable of.
Jesus Christ.
Well, in fairness, it's not got as many nukes. That's probably more. Well, it's got some nukes. Is it more capable?
Sure.
I liked Razor. Razor was great.
It's been so long since I've seen it. I need to go over and watch that again. But yeah.
X302, way bigger than you think it is, because that wingspan. Your thoughts?
My thoughts. Well, I'm going to give it to the aliens. The Cylons win, hands down, because Cylons. I mean, again, these are pretty much identical looking design-wise. You got a canopy, you got the big wing surface, you got... Look at it. Look at them. Really.
Look at it, everyone. Look at your screens.
Yeah, look at that. Just look at it. If I take my glasses off, they look exactly the same from a distance. Anyway, it's fine. I don't know. Weapons wise, they're probably pretty equally matched. Maneuverability, they're absolutely matched. One's human built, so that's a failure on its part. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I have loads of thoughts.
I know you do. That's why I'm waiting, because I have nothing to contribute, which is very clear about what the fuck I'm saying. Jesus.
As I said, yeah.
Perfect.
So, one built for war, one built because they could, and they were happy to do so. I would say the X-32 is probably better at in atmosphere combat, because that's more what it's designed for, with space being an extra. Like, go for it. But the Cylon we saw in the episode, turning ability is absurd, very Viper-like, and the X-32 cannot. It's a sweeping, so there's no comparison in maneuverability. X302 it's got machine guns, but they're just very standard machine guns. They're not particularly good. I mean, as you can see by the Raider, it's got 2 miniguns with very high rate of fire. similar in that sense armament, but it can do a lot more passive fire. Missiles wise, the X-22 is meant to have more missiles because it's meant to be against bigger craft as well. So I think it has like 6 to 8 missiles, which are very effective. But if the Silent Raider has nukes, etc., which it sometimes has, then all that blows away. Shielding wise, you gotta assume the Raider has more armor. I would assume. So yeah, it's got to be the Raider for me on pretty much all grounds. But yes, fine. If the extra also missiles and gets out 6 in the same fight, cool, sure. But I think it would still be the Cylons.
Again, this would be a good fight to see though, because they are pretty evenly matched in a lot of ways.
Yeah, maneuverability, it's not even close.
Yeah.
So, but size wise, I see these two behemoths because they are not small. All right, very nice. If you want to continue.
Classic says, "What about the second part of my PayPal?" Well, you only put in 5 though.
Yes, which is you 2 ships, but not 2 battles.
2 ships, not 2 battles. Yes.
But Spinos, if you want to go the super chats, he's given us a
Spinal Breaker,
which is amazing.
$2 Australian.
Mm-hmm.
How about BSG Pegasus versus B5 Omega class?
I assume it's his own image. She's a bit
That's
fancy.
a damn cool image.
Mm-hmm. B5 obviously in the distance, not to scale.
Yes. That's really cool. I don't know. What are your thoughts on which would win this one? Because they're all pretty evenly beefy.
Yeah, my gut says Pegasus wipes the floor with it, but for different reasons. As in, I think correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think the B5 ship has while it might have shields, it's not overly capable, and its armor is just basic armor. So it's meant to laser things, and because in the B5 universe, fighters kill fighters, and big capitals shoot lasers at other big capitals, but the Pegasus does all those things. It's designed to come in, shoot the big, shoot the small, shoot the middle, and launch Vipers. So it does more, and it's designed to take on more. So I think its armor will be significantly more capable. It can launch more fighters that are less capable weapon-wise, but maneuverability, yes. And then missiles, I think, even the odds, as in blast, lasers to bullets. But I would say it could take the beams a frontal assault, but I think once it launches big ass nukes, it could launch multiple nukes in quick succession straight out the front and cause significant damage. I think it's kind of a first strike attack. Pegasus would be pretty capable. Attrition, it would still be capable to take the damage, but my guts is Pegasus for both. Just for like some things are more advanced, some things less advanced. Yeah, I'd still say Pegasus like just armor makes a difference, right? That's my gut reaction there.
Yeah, and Pegasus is very tanky.
Yeah. A beast, some could say.
Yeah.
But no one would, because it's terrible writing.
Perfect.
Yeah. Let's continue on the super chats so that we catch up with them, because this one's a hell of an interesting one. I'll go this one as well.
Richard Lau, 10 pounds. Doomsday Machine versus Whale Probe.
I'll fix that while I do the poll.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Which I think we've kind of talked about this before, but yeah, these are 2 unknown heavy hitters. Not quite sure. I mean, one just drains the ship's power, which is the Whale Probe. The Doomsday Machine can take out pretty much any ship it encounters, if it can get a good blast in. But yeah, it makes you wonder if the Whale Probe would in fact have any kind of influence on the Doomsday Machine as far as its power draining capabilities. Because if it did, Doomsday Machine's just out of the picture. Neither one is super maneuverable nor fast. I mean, fast is relative, getting from wherever to. But
oh no, I'm agreeing. Like, can you even get like more of a brick in space? Like, yeah.
He's queen. Anyway, yeah. Again, a lot of unknowns with each of them, though. Like we've We've heard that the Doomsday Machine was once bristling with external weapons. If that's the case, cool. I would like to see that. But uh, other than that, they're just pretty simple geometric shapes that are just traveling through space, doing what geometrical shapes do. That's all I got. I don't know. I mean, theoretically, the whale probe could actually like wedge itself into the mouth of the Doomsday Machine, so that when the Doomsday Machine fires, it backfires and blows up the Doomsday Machine. Might also affect the whale probe. I'm not 100% sure on that because I'm not sure what the whale probe's made of, but it looks like pretty hard substance. I'm just saying, they're probably both got the same kind of hull, deuterium or whatever it was. I forget what it was, but
Oh, neutronium.
neutronium.
Because it's a
That's
different
it.
thing in Stargate. That's why I remember it, 'cause it's not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's tricky because I feel like the whale probe's armor is also going to be exceptionally good. Right? Or its shields. I feel like it's not a glass cannon. It's going to be thick armor that can take a hit. So I feel like it could take a hit from Doomsday Machine because it's just advancements.
But it's got to get close enough to be able to use its energy weapon on the whale probe without the whale probe draining its weapon or its
But that's
energy.
also not a weapon, right? That's a passive thing to talk to people. What if it turned it into weapons mode, right? Well, that's what I mean. Like, there's not actually a weapon. It's just it's a signal buoy. It's a hello. If it turns on full power, maybe it drains everything, right? You know what I mean? There's a slight differential there, and it's also so much longer. I mean, maybe like twice. It is really long. It's
It's not about the size, though. It's how
well.
they get
I mean,
used.
its thing is small. In fairness, the thing that comes out is very, very small.
It's only got one, though.
It's only got.
It's only got one ball, not two.
I didn't
Don't know
really
if
get
that's
into
what you're
that.
talking about.
And there's a fan film I've done. I've done a lot of it, which actually has the Horizon meet the whale probe. There's a great shot of it like next to the ball, and the scale is just so interesting to see the difference. It still dwarfs it, but not quite as much as you think, but still dwarfs it, and it puts in perspective. Oh, if you're adding weapons to whale probe, which you have no evidence, I'd say it would win just because it must be super advanced. But must it? It's just a power dampening. I mean, the Voth have that. I guess they're super advanced, but
I think the whale probe is a lot larger than the
yeah,
Doomsday Machine because
you've
we've
said
seen.
twice or so, I'd say,
Yeah,
or 3 times.
Um,
But then if the
yeah.
Doomsday just sits down and just goes, "Bleh," it just keeps firing, at a certain point it'll win, right? Just
Yes.
although question to the chat as well.
Answer.
Thank
No.
you. If Doomsday fired its beam, and let's say it goes Star Wars episode 7, right? Takes a while to travel because dumb. Is the whale probe's de-energying thing, would that actually suck the power out of a beam in transit?
Very interesting thought experiment there.
Because
I
it's
don't know.
power in the ether, why would it not, right? In which case, it would be a null point.
Yes.
What do you guys think? Because logically, that would have to work, because it was just passively... Because I never got from the movie, it was targeting everything to draw power from. It was just a passive field, in which case, the
Oh
movie
yeah.
enter the field. What do you guys think? Because in that case, Whale Probe wins by default, because it can't hit it. Which I'm kind of fine with.
But neither of them are gonna be like. Only one of them has like a weapon per se.
That we know, yeah. But that we know.
Well, exactly. Yes. So, interesting. Go vote in the poll, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already. It's 54 likes. Let's get those up to 60. But yeah, 16 votes. To get another 4 votes in the poll. There's 39 of you here. Should be no problem at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All of the things.
Good, interesting concept. I like it.
Dun dun dun. Right. All right. 18 votes. I guess that's good.
Yeah.
All right. With 18 votes, the winner is the Doomsday Machine with 61%.
Yeah, I knew that was
It's got the only thing that's actually like an offensive weapons like thing. But yeah, you're right. The passive, just being able to absorb energy. Hmm. Hey, if the Doomsday fires its beam and it gets absorbed by the well probe could light up like a fluorescent tube full of power. Who knows what it's capable of then?
Yeah, well, let's keep on the supers because then we can catch up and then jump over.
Yeah. Solaris, the long hauler rail fan, $5.
Thank you.
This was the Starfleet Moya that we did last time. Oh, the whale probe and the yeah. Yeah. Kyle Wong, £10. 8472 ship versus Babylon Shadow Crab ship. Species 8472.
That is too behemoth. In fact, that's a better shot.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know where to start. Like,
Good place to start is at the beginning.
all right, in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
there was fluidic space.
Mm. And evil shadows.
Yes. See, the species 8472 ships can combine together to destroy entire planets with their planet killing beam. The shadows, I mean, they look very sea urchin-y. They blend in with space. Can they even go to fluidic space? I don't know, but the species 8472 can come here. So it's all good. I honestly have no fucking idea who would win. I don't even know what the shadow ships are really capable of, if I'm honest. But species 8472, I'm telling you, can, pretty
Lots
blasty,
of
beamy,
murder. Short answer.
lots of murder. Perfect.
I'll do the poll, but will this be an easy one, I think. But we'll give you guys a couple of seconds to vote.
Oh, you think this one's easy?
And guys, thanks for the PayPals, because that really makes a huge difference.
Yes.
Like, properly.
Yeah.
So everyone that swapped over to that, absolutely spectacular. It's literally not leaving funds on the floor. Those super chat only, also amazing. Like, dual support is super golden, and we are trying to do cool things.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. I mean, if it's easy, I guess my gut says species 8472 for some reason, but I could be wrong.
Apologies, there's misspellings in that. Right, vote now. So it's tricky in the sense of everything except Mimbari in the verse of Battlefest 5. This thing one hits. Just gone. I mean, except the god ships, but that's not a fair comparison. So if this thing comes in, anything's getting killed. That was the whole point, right? Done. It's being so powerful. And because it kills you in the first hit, you kind of fire back. And it can cloak so quickly that, like, if you're trying to fire at it, it'll cloak and actually phase cloaks. It goes within the universe, kind of. So it's phase cloaking out. So even if you're shooting it while it's phasing cloaking, it won't hit. And it takes like 2 seconds to do that, and it comes in and out. And because it's going through another universe, it can move non-linearly. So it can actually start in front of you and then 5 seconds later reappear behind you. So you know what I mean? It's mad. It's a mad level of, yeah, exactly. And it is big. God, I don't know how to compare, but it's probably sovereign length in width. Probably.
Wow.
But it's only got one cannon. But its one cannon is of god tier. A472, of course, it's similar, and that's why it's been wonderful parallel. Very powerful beam, but its beam can hit a Borg cube, as we saw in the episode, but not kill it in one hit. Right? It needs a few blasts, and it's a progressive Doomsday level beam, like, as in for its own sake, but it's not like a one hit. You combine them, that's not what we're doing here. Yeah, of course, one hit a planet. Awesome. But I feel like it would be, I feel like the shadow is more powerful. A beam, as I said, it can cloak, phase, all that stuff. It's absurdly maneuverable. I assume A472 must be as well. We just never really saw it. It just kind of just flew forwards. But no, I would say, like I said, the shadow comes in and just goes, "Hello, dead." Like literally that. I mean, maybe you can take the hit for a second, but
Okay.
it's firing as soon as it phases in. Episode 2 is not even able to work out it's there. It's being hit. Its shields are going down 10% a second. It's able to turn. It's still being hit. Maybe it can react. Weapons are down. It's turned fully. It's dead. Now, a swarm over 7-2, whole different story, right? Fair. But one-on-one, I think it rips through it like it does most things. Like, I would probably argue it's Voth level beam killing. Like, compared to shields. Maybe not weapon power, but like if it came in and was a Voth city ship, I'd probably argue it could still go through the shields. Just the top.
Damn.
Maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that for me, it's just, yeah. That's kind of its jam, right? It's just God tier beam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what is the chat saying
Oh,
with the poll?
oh, fuck me then.
So with 15 votes currently, Species 8472 is winning with 60%. So if anybody wants that result to change and agree with Sam, another 5 votes, maybe we could do it.
No, I'm not. I'm okay. Fair enough.
As you're talking, I was looking at the poll going, uh-huh. Yeah, okay.
But if you haven't seen B5, you can't really know its full potential. You've seen some, but it escalates throughout the show. Because they stay like God tier pretty much the entire time. Well, that's a spoiler. They find an alternate method to help deal with it. It isn't just weapons, and that shows how powerful they are. Wasn't a spoiler.
Yeah, Marco agrees with you, so that's good.
Hey, I got one.
19 votes, 20 votes now. We can close it out. 21 votes. Species 8472 wins with 64% with 22 votes.
Yeah.
Done.
All right. Beautiful. Now we can jump onto the PayPal and see the chaos that will be. Thanks, Marco.
Well, there was another PayPal from Ray Ricks who put in the same thing.
I saw that.
Shadow Vessel and 8472. So
I'm going to suggest something that's equally silly.
Perfect.
Exactly. I'm going to put in Babylon 5 versus Deep Space Nine. Because that is an age-old question.
Tale as old as time.
Battles through the night. Do I have a shot DS9? Oh, it's in long drive. Look how nice it looks in the full light rig. That's a fancy, pretty station. And I'll do a poll for this because this will have some people arguing, or not.
Well, I'm just going to say right off the top, I mean, Babylon 5 is more maneuverable.
Is that?
Prove me wrong. I don't know. It does move, yes?
No. B5 stays still. No?
Okay, well then.
As far as it has no engines of any kind. I
Perfect.
mean, it spins, so it is always moving, in fairness.
Well then, I don't know what I'm talking about. They're very, very comparable. I know that. Because even the shows are the same. That's a whole other thing.
Controversy. He is taunting the controversy.
No, I would never do such a thing.
Disagree. The funny thing is, though, is that if you... And I didn't clarify. DS9 at launch killed instantly, right? Mining station. DS9 post-war, it's a cannon of cannons. There is no comparison, right? So I didn't clarify. They are not the same equation. I would vote if again Spinats for one ship, 2s for fancy PayPal, 5s for one. Remember, 5s for one, not one battle, one ship. Post-war refit. I mean, DS9. I mean, how many torpedoes can it fire? A second.
Yeah.
Right. Because B5, as far as I recall, it has some, has some weapons, but it's meant to be there with a fleet to defend it, and therefore adding to the battle, not the battle itself. Whereas DS9, I would think, at the time, in the Dominion War, it's designed to be a singular post of "Go come at me, bro."
Yeah.
It doesn't want to be, but it can be, right? So if it's for pre-refit, I would say B5 just because the amount of weapons. DS9 if you go post-refit, because that's just super powerful. If you include fighters, I mean, B5 has a lot of fighter capability. DS9 has 2 elements. If you want to define them.
Well, if you assume that the fighters are in the mix for B5, you have to assume the Defiant's going to be there for DS9, which in which case buy
Yeah.
B5.
Yeah.
As for station to station, I think again it's a fantastic one because it's very evenly matched. But
yeah, I have to rewatch what B5 can do because I know it has some scenes where it does a big cannon. I can't quite. It's so infrequent, right? That it does something big, but it's not known for that. Yeah. It's got to be DS9 just because the refit is just too impressive.
well, yeah,
Because you got to imagine they're on both pillars, right?
oh yeah, absolutely.
So if they're all on, and torpedoes, remember, are targeted. So imagine shooting in one direction, they all just turn. It can do it. That's 6 torpedoes per single shot, and it can fire 1 a second. Oh.
Yeah, my gut's Deep Space Nine, but
Well, the chat thinks you're right. With 19 votes,
oh,
84%. Smash success. Well done, Stuart. Was that good, Ray? Because I feel that was quite a fun.
That was a good one, yes.
Yeah. All right, next in the paper, let's go through those tremendous ones.
Next in the PayPal is Classic Real with TMP era Oberth versus the FASA Nathan Kaiser class 13. No. 2. No. 8. 8. I hate Roman numerals. Destroyer escort. Destroyer escort. I mean, it says it all. It's versus a scout ship, which is the Oberth class. So.
Oh, that's
Destroyers in its title.
PNG. Yeah, there we go. What would a TMP Oberth even be? Would it just be an Oberth?
Oh, he did TMP, the motion picture.
Well, I know. I'm saying what would it even be? Is it just an Oberth? That's a twok.
Yeah. Yeah. I give it to the Klingons any day.
I think the Klingons will win. Don't need a poll for that one. Good job.
Perfect.
Next
up, we've got again classic for real. NX-01 shuttle pod versus an entire squadron of P-51 Mustangs.
Is that inspired by anything, or is that entirely out of the blue?
Entire squadron. Wow.
I got some pictures of it.
I'm thinking.
So I feel like this has got to be a ChatGPT ask because this is so silly. Like, what the hell would it say, right?
You're not wrong.
So I'm gonna add that in 1 second as I'm busily trying to get all the pictures because that is what I do.
Yes, I'm going to tell you guys to hit that like button. 55 of you here, or sorry, 55 likes, 45 of you here. Hit the like button. Let's get those likes up.
And in the final round, so any last ones, get them in, guys. But I do think that's a funny. I think it's interesting. How do I just reset that?
It is a funny one. I want to kind of. Oh my god. I'm probably going to give it to the Mustangs. I mean, the shuttle's hull is probably pretty resilient to regular, like, bullet fire from the, I believe it's 50 cals on the P-51 Mustang. But an entire squadron attacking it? Yeah. Shuttlepod's not big. I'm assuming.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a really fun scenario. All
all
right,
right.
let's break it down. So on one side, we've got an NX-01 era Starfleet shuttle pod, which is a pretty...
Continue?
Sure. So that Starfleet shuttle pod is basically a little warp-capable craft from the early Enterprise era. It's got some basic shields, a bit of hull plating, and a little bit of impulse power. It's definitely not a heavily armed ship, but it can fly in space and it can handle some re-entry and atmospheric flight. On the other side, you've got a whole squadron of P-51 Mustangs. Let's say maybe a dozen or so, which is a realistic World War II era fighter squadron. The Mustangs are obviously very capable within Earth's atmosphere. They're fast, they're maneuverable, and they've got machine guns and some light ordnance. But they're still fundamentally 20th century planes that can't go into space and have no real defenses against futuristic tech. So who would win? Honestly, the shuttle pod has a pretty big edge just because it's got futuristic shielding, and it can just kind of hover out of reach. The Mustangs wouldn't really be able to damage it unless it came very close or did something risky, and the shuttle pod could just fly back into space or stay out of range.
Yes.
So in a nutshell, the shuttle pod would probably win just by virtue of having that advanced tech. It wouldn't even need to engage much, it could just outlast the Mustangs.
Thanks.
You're absolutely welcome.
Fair point. Hovering. Hadn't even thought that.
I'll just say escaping out of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good job. I like it. All right.
All right, is that done our PayPal on
I
this?
believe so.
It is, yes. All right. Back to Super Chats.
You guys are super.
Spinal Breaker, $5 Australian. Wraith Hive
There
full
we
of
go.
darts
You got it.
versus Galactica Blood and Chrome version. Here comes the darts and the Vipers to support their motherships. Since they're inside the ship, they count as part of it.
Yeah. That's fine. Good, interesting bout. Your thoughts? The truest, warriest version of each.
I'm still trying to understand what is being said. What are the Wraith Hive full of darts?
Oh, he was just saying they're both carriers. So he's saying just the Wraith with its entire squadron and the war version of Galactica with its full squadron. He's just saying the two fully equipped versions. That's what he's saying.
Okay. Again, pretty evenly matched, I would guess.
Interesting bout. Wow.
Although, wouldn't the Wraith weaponry be a little bit more advanced than the Battlestars?
Well, it's not
Like
it's not
quite-
bullets. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm done with this. This is not fun anymore.
Excellent. Well, let's go through the last couple.
They're too much alike. Like it would be an amazing battle to see. It's
would.
very hard to call a winner.
It is.
So
yeah, for me, the Wraith's bigger.
I would think so.
I'm pretty sure. Its armor is that it gets hit and heals, so it's gonna get shot, heal, shot. But it's like not like lots and lots of armor, which is like I said, organic. Weapons wise, Galactica could definitely take the hits. How many could it take? Don't know, but they definitely cause damage. But if the Galactica's going to fire its biggest nukes, which we know do a lot of damage to the Wraith Hive, then I mean, if it can launch forward nukes, which we know they can, that's going to vaporize. It's not got energy shields, so that would vaporize a large chunk of a hive. So if it can get nukes in the middle and launch, and there'll be tactical nukes, it'll kill it straight out. But if the Wraith is far enough away, just keep going boo, and use Vipers to darts to point defense the nukes, which it totally can do, then yeah, Galactica has the potential to win. But I mean, the dart can launch. I'm going to guess at least 100 fighters. The Galactica, I doubt was 100 Vipers.
Okay.
A lot, but not necessarily 100. So I think Wraith would win.
Cool. Classic Freels, $5 is the last one, guys, because we got to get going here. But Kyle Wong, £10. Something slightly different. Herodian Hunter versus Predator. They're not ships, so we can't answer the question. We do ones like this, lives like this, but anyway. If you mean they're ships,
I say Predator. With a longer debate coming. Remind us when we do another like Pure versus, and we'll do a full debate on that. Because that is a. See, the debate disagrees is a good sign. So yeah, remind us on that.
no, I don't disagree. I love Predator.
Yes. He's
Just trying to think your exact reasoning for that, because they're very similar. But okay.
Remind us, Kai. You'll get that as a freebie with a full debate. Don't worry. Because that was really fun last time we did people versus.
Yes. Ray Rex agrees with £2. I agree. Babylon 5 loses, then Epsilon 3 abolishes Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's got a big super weapon, I think, on it.
All right. Classic for Real throws in $5. Check the Oberth versus Nathan Kaiser again. The Nathan Kaiser is a Federation destroyer escort. Name like Nathan Kaiser. Yeah, I understand. That makes sense.
When I'm Googling that.
Yeah, let me see.
I mean, nothing Nathan Kaiser comes up. I mean, I've got lots of destroyers are all radically different, so I'm going to say none of those. If I can't find it, then I can't put it on.
He's not wrong.
Nathan Kaiser, Federation destroyer escort, and I'm getting a concept art from Stranger Worlds. I'm getting a TNG looking ship, and then a Star Trek Maroni thing.
Did you put in FASA?
I did last time, but that shouldn't matter too much.
There it is, right there. It's like an Oberth. Found it right away. Copy.
I mean, I see nothing Oberthy in my emailing FASA.
All right. Oh, that's first thought that came up when I just put in Nathan Kaiser FASA. Let's see here. East. There it is.
Yeah, Nathan Kaiser FASA neither. Nope, that doesn't come up for me.
That's really weird, actually. Call it Nathan Kaiser then, because it looks like a much more capable ship than the Oberth. But I don't know enough about it to really say one way or t'other.
I mean, you do though, because that's 4 torpedo launchers. That's kind of all you need to know, really. In a good way, like that. Yeah, that wins instantly.
Where are the torpedo launchers?
Bottom pod, there's 3.
I don't think those are torpedo launchers.
Oh, you don't?
No, I'm looking at a bigger image of it.
Oh.
Hold on a second. Let's see what it's got weapons wise.
It's cool though. It's weird.
6 phasers.
Oof.
Torpedo type.
Hey, thanks.
Number.
Thanks, Kai. Appreciate you as always.
It does say 3.
And Dan does have 2 cruisers on its wings that can carry them, not include them.
I guess those are photon torpedo tubes, but they're all different shaped, so it's just odd. Cool. Solaris, we're not going to be doing that one because they're called the Classic for Reals, the last one. So
also Classic input 5 for a duo, so we'll add that. We'll fill out his Foley Reef versus Horizon because he's being a.
Well, yeah.
That's
how we're going to end with me versus you.
There we go. But I mean, I think this new one with torpedoes works because it was great.
Yep.
I mean, I like that. It's a good looking sort of ship.
It is.
Good shout, and I can't find it on Google. Fascinating. Right, last one, Stuart, and you did call timeout, so people's is.
That's not the refit.
Oh, was he said refit? Oh, I just read.
Yes. Classic for Real, $5 plus Solaris is $5. Foley refit versus the Horizon class.
Look, I'm doing so many things at the same time.
Right? I mean, this is the battle of the warp nacelles because there's so many on screen. But Sam's is going to win. Just generationally, it's much more advanced. It's newer weaponry, newer shielding, newer tech, everything.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah,
so yeah
I got quantums.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not really.
There's no contest, really.
I mean, I will sit and watch you try and fight me. To be nice.
And I would put up a fight. I would try.
Oh yeah. I would be doing a Sulu on the bridge. So he drinks tea when he's chilling. I'm drinking tea when I'm under attack because it's that level of distress, that level of threat. You know, gaseous anomalies of Stuart's exhaust.
What?
Although that said, if you had ejected the saucer and launched it at me, that would be pretty critical, right? So you could do
Well,
that.
that's the thing. The ship could be two ships. It'd be 2 versus 1, but still, you'd still whip the floor with both.
I'm saying if you
both of them.
crashed it into me, that would be
Why would I do that?
to kill. I don't know. I'm just, you know.
Those are 2 nice looking ships.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they look really good. They wouldn't fight. They'd be friends.
Well, exactly.
They might disagree once in a while, but
I'm still so impressed that you got people to do your art for like the original like style of your ship. It's so like you would trick people to believe it was in a tech manual, right? Like mine's clearly CG, and as nice as it is like how we all know things that we've known for 30 years. It's amazing. Like it's 14 years now. It's great.
yeah, and I got deck plans. I got all the orthos. I've got an MSD. I've got a whole bunch of shit for that thing. All I'm lacking is a physical 3D model. And a 3D model.
And a 3D
Not
model?
physical. Yeah, the physical one like to build, and the 3D one to like use.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm missing both of those things. But everything else I have.
Literally, yeah. Yeah, it'd be so interesting to see her in motion because I'm guessing she'd look a little more unruly because the secondary hull bulk, but it might not be a bad thing if you know what I mean. Like it has a place, but it's not trying to be sleek, is it? So it doesn't matter.
No, it's absolutely not.
Yeah, but I
But it
remember
still looks damn cool.
but I remember when I showed you beauties for your original Foley. Like it's so nice in motion. It has a flow that's so unique. Yeah,
I would love to see the refit in motion.
Right,
Like I need to get a model made.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But anyhow, thank you so much, guys. That's it. That's a wrap.
Damn.
This was fun.
Intense.
But it was like what happens if a groundhog fights a groundhog? Well, I don't know, because thank you guys.
When fighting Groundhog's Day, Groundhog Stuart is he have 5 more weeks of winter.
Sure.
There you go.
I think it's 6 or something. I don't know.
I
don't pay attention.
What's the Groundhog's name in Groundhog Day?
Whoa.
Because Punxsutawney Phil, was that the groundhog or is that the guy who holds him?
That was the groundhog, I think.
Punxsutawney Phil. Oh yeah, because Phil's the name of the guy and the groundhog, which is like, ha, you're the name of the groundhog, you loser.
Yeah.
Say hey.
And on that note,
amazing film.
We'll see you guys later. Take care, and
thanks so much, guys.
prosper.
As always.